Hello everyone, welcome back to SummoNerds. I'm Evan.
And I'm Matt.
Today we've got a fun one for you. We've got a weird build going on here. So I'm playing the Scum, and I'm playing Emon Amazine. I don't know how to say his name. Screw it. And two Y-Wings, and it's basically an all-bomb loadout. I was really trying out the bomb mechanism on this one, and I wanted to bomb Matt into oblivion.
Yeah, I think it's important to ask the question, why wings?
Oh,
exactly. Oh,
no.
Come on now. It's not a question, it's what the ship's called. Anyway, I also have a really weird team I'm running with. It's called Palp Aces.
This time, though, he did make a modification from last time. We decided, kind of mutually, but I think Matt really knew this was needed, that Vader had to have the engine upgrade.
Yep.
Vader with the engine upgrade is just so good. Gives him so much more maneuvering capabilities.
Yeah, as long as he has a target lock, he kind of becomes a better version of Soontir Fell out there.
Yep.
Only difference being he can't quite get as many tokens on himself as Push the Limit can get Soontir Fell.
But his attack is consistently better than Soontir Fell's because of that added critical.
Yep. He gets basically he gets as many results as Soontir Fell.
But one of them is a guaranteed critical, which is nice.
Exactly.
And he has more survivability than Soontir because of his shields and just overall health value, hull value, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, here's like an attempt again at that fortressing.
We were really trying to figure out how you can fit, and this is for anyone that's new to the game. The idea is you fit a large ship like a Lambda class shuttle in the corner, and then you position your other ships in such a way that when the Lambda tries to move on the first turn, it can't move. And then you take some small maneuver with your little ship that's in front of it, and then barrel roll back into place so you're still in front of it. And you can effectively stay in the corner all game long, and you can dictate the terms of engagement that way. You can sit and make them come to you. Which could be good, could be bad. It's hard to say. It's up to you how you play that. It can be used very well. The problem is, how do you set things up initially? And what we learned is that there's a specific rule regarding large base ships during setup where you can place them at any angle, even though one of their corners will extend beyond the range 1 from that back side. You can place them at any angle so long as one corner at least is touching the back line of the mat. So we didn't do that here because we didn't understand that rule yet. We tried to fit the entire base in the range 1 of the mat.
Perfectly so that it somehow worked. Without going over the edges in any way.
But as long as you're touching the very closest edge to yourself of the mat, you are allowed to place your shuttle at a 45-degree angle, and then put one of your ships kind of directly in front of it so that it can't make a one forward like it's supposed to be able to. So, this is we still didn't know that in this game. We figured that out maybe after, after this game. I think the next time we tried fortressing it, we figured it out. But in any case, so here I go. I've got a couple different Y-Wings. I think I have a Syndicate Thug and Drea Renthal. And the idea here with my Y-Wings again was just bombs, although I believe Drea has torpedoes on her and guidance chips. So that I have something else, some other secondary weapon I can try to... Yeah, Matt did not fortress correctly because his Lambda actually went forward and then blocked Soontir. I'm sure Soontir's going to do something small and not be able to make it. And then so my fire spray here, I'm really excited about this. It's got the Andrasta title so it can carry 2 more bombs. So I've got 3 bombs on that sucker. And I'm really planning on just mining this entire field and letting his aces run over them. And if I can do that, I can really clear out the hull on those low HP aces, and then I still get to fire my shots in the middle of the round. I don't waste an attack by dropping a bomb.
Yeah, bombing is something I haven't really delved into yet either, which is just very interesting. I'd like to give it a definite go sometime. It seems really fun to do.
I think it has incredible potential, actually. This is I think it would actually be better at this point in the video to mention that this is a shameful loss for me. I think we can just go ahead and spoil that now, because I think it'll be more valuable to all of you if we talk about why I'm losing as we go through it, because it's not close. And if it were close, I'd keep the suspense up. But it's not going to be a close game. So I think it's really important to explain why, because you'll get something out of it, right? I think that we didn't talk about that previously. I just kind of sprung on that.
No, that's.
But I think that's actually probably. I didn't know if I was going to do that myself. I think it's probably actually better. So here goes Matt. He's still kind of staying in the corner with his shuttle.
Look, I did it.
Improvised castling. Turn 2. I'm kind of moving forward slowly, but I was trying to get myself in a good position so that I can zoom in real close and fast, and then drop a whole bunch of bombs. Here I come. That wasn't quite the turn I was hoping it would be. It kind of means I need to make a turn, a bank or a hard turn next turn if I'm going to get around that asteroid.
To avoid that asteroid, yeah. Straight ain't going to do it.
Straight ain't going to do it. I was thinking it would, which is a bummer. But the pilot I've got on that fire spray means placing bombs is... it's real easy to place bombs wherever you want.
Yeah.
Being able to use turn maneuvers to place the bombs means I can strafe past something. I might still have it in arc, and then I can bomb it and then shoot it from behind. So, some cool potatoes there. Cool potatoes.
Yeah. Good. I'm cheating. No, I'm not.
The Lambda took a very weird maneuver, and
had to get him out of the way so Soontir could move. Here we go. Good as new. Actually, is good as new, unlike some other attempts.
I'm gonna at some point in this game hit my fire spray, and it's gonna go crazy. I was embarrassed rewatching the footage. I was just careless and I whacked him.
Yeah. Where'd you get your flying license?
Yes. So here's this. This is maybe the first really important moment worth talking about. This engagement is interesting. I can't get into a position to use any of my bombs on this turn, but Matt definitely can get into a good position to fire with both of his aces on this turn. He's going to be in range of probably all 3 of my ships, and there's nothing I can do about that. I have to bank with my fire spray, which means that his aces know exactly where the fire spray is going to go, or at least within a range of where it's going to go. And my Y-Wings really can't provide that much support. The other big problem here is that my fire spray is going to be turned at an angle that does not make it easy to shoot at Vader. It's very possible Vader can barrel roll out of the way if he's picked the right maneuver, which Matt knows, and so he can plan for that.
Right. And another key thing here is trying to get my shuttle into the mix as well, because I'm fighting 3 low agility ships. So even though I'm not getting the actions by bumping in, 3 attack dice is still pretty good against the Y-Wings, especially with only 1 agility.
It's also really good to note right now that my Y-Wings, or my Y-Wing that's Drea, the one with the torpedoes, does not have the ability to target lock this turn because her pilot skill is so much lower than Matt's aces. She doesn't have Deadeye on her because I was trying to save up points for bombs and things. So I can't torp Vader this turn, which is very bad for me because it's not very likely that I'll hit him with anything else, and I'm not going to get my bombs off this turn to do anything useful. I'm also just far enough away that bombs aren't going to even be that easy next turn.
And I think I'm deciding here whether or not I'm going to trust that arc to just not hit me. From this angle, it looks like it won't. Or whether I was going to do a barrel roll. And so I just chose a focus there. So I'm just going to be shooting.
That was a nice 2-turn around that asteroid.
Yep. So I was really happy with my flying of pretty much all my shit, except that early fortress. But
right here.
Yeah, I was really happy with how I got all of these into position. This is me learning how to actually play. Soontir fell from the previous game, so just improvement on that front from here on out.
Yeah, you took a nice pincer maneuver, taking Soontir around the far side to get behind or to the side of some of my ships.
Right.
Vader can attack things head on a little more easily with, again, his shields. Soontir is a little more fragile and does not have the stealth device this game, so it's really important that you keep him both at range 3 for his Autothrusters, and that you keep him out of several arcs of fire at once.
And there's me actually target locking with Soontir fell. Now, again, I would prefer, I eventually do come up with a build I like in the future that involves both the stealth device and the Autothrusters on Soontir again with this same composition. But right now, just trying something out with the targeting computer, and it is kind of nice having a target with Soontir fell for once, and with his 1,000,000 tokens that he generates.
I think I dropped down double eyes on that one, and I spent my focus on my fire spray in order to try to save myself from some of that damage. I would have loved it on the attack, but I'm already losing shields fast, and I know this isn't going to go easily. I'm not going to hit Vader. I got to take a range 3 shot at Soontir fell. That's not going to go well.
So
no focus.
Yeah. So the
automatically, pretty much, you get that.
Yeah. So that was nice there.
Yeah.
So
you have Palpatine even, like, you haven't even.
Yeah, I know that was just gonna go great for me there.
So this is a bad position for me. This opening engagement really sets me up for failure because I'm really not likely to hit any of his aces with anything. I'm at range 3, which is great for him, my low agility ships and his high attack ships, and he's got focus tokens, evade tokens, and an Emperor Palpatine to deal with. My stuff.
You name the tokens, I have them.
And so here goes Matt rolling some nice dice there on that shuttle, still taking off a little bit. So now my fire spray has
we're into the hole.
Into the hole all the way through the shields, and I have a critical. So this is an important turn. I've got to get well into the mix with my lower pilot skill ships that's possible, and I have to drop all my bombs. I have to just drop bombs like crazy. Hopefully I wreck Soontir this turn. It's very possible with proximity mines and maybe a seismic charge or something like that. If Soontir's not in exactly the right spot, the proximity mines could actually just outright kill him, and then the charge could be equally devastating if he only has a little bit left. I have a Connor net on somebody, and if the Connor net went down correctly, that could immobilize Soontir, make him easy to hit with a bomb in the future. It would keep him out from shooting at me for a while. That could actually turn this game around, or Vader if I could Connor net Vader, either one really. And the ability to fire backwards out of the fire spray means I can zoom straight past everything and bomb behind me, which is great. So
here come the dials.
So I got to get in the mix here.
Dialing in. All right. So this is.
I'm a little bit maybe in my own way there for my fire spray, but we're gonna see. I do have plans to maybe go past that, so we should be okay.
Yeah. So I was expecting something like this.
I can't really bomb right there because I'll bomb myself. So I have focus instead.
I've learned that Soontir with no actions is not a very good Soontir. So I was expecting something like this.
I'm definitely trying for a possible Soontir block here. At the very least, he makes some sort of bank maneuver forwards, and he won't be able to barrel roll or boost exactly how he needs to be able to hit my ship easily, because I've got that pesky Y-Wing in the way. That's my hope. Maybe he takes a shot at a Y-Wing, but really my Y-Wings have lots of hull, so who cares if they take a hit this turn.
Exactly. Like, they would be good sponges for the fire spray to get off his bombs. I'm liking my shuttle position, even though I'm not generating the actions. Again, the shuttle is going to get off an attack for sure at something with low agility, whether it be that Y-Wing. Who knows where the fire spray is going to end up at this point. Where my shuttle is, like, I have a 0 dial I could take at some point. Like, I have a 0 movement. I could take. Could take it there, probably guarantee him another attack. Like, that's a wide arc he has on, like, the board from this spot. I'm not worried about Palpatine's position and getting off some attacks. He's just an annoyance right now, having 3 attack and not being the priority, but giving a big global boost to everything in its mother.
So I managed to miss my big ship there with both of my Y-Wings, and this should be a good position here for my fire spray to zoom past. Nice 3-speed forward, I'm thinking here. So that would be great. So I'm moving everything around, trying to make sure I've got this lined up just perfectly. And 3-speed was not enough. And actually, here's the big tragedy. I was looking at the wrong dial when I was trying to decide what speed it should move. And I was looking at the Y-Wing dial, thinking that a 4-speed forward was red. But on the fire spray, it's white, and I definitely should have just picked that. And I don't know what I was thinking, how I made that mistake, but when I was planning my turn, I thought I couldn't make a 4-speed and do an action, or I definitely would have done that, and I would have cleared. But I barely didn't clear.
Yeah.
It means I bumped, which means I don't get to drop any bombs, because they're all actions on that ship, and I don't get any defensive focus on that one either.
And Vader has a great shot on on the fire spray,
which has no shields.
Yep.
So his critical is going to go through.
Yep.
So this is very bad for me right now, and this is a big turning point. I was thinking of this possible bank kind of here. He does have to boost his way out of this position and kind of waste a turn with Soontir. So my Y-Wing was positioned well. If I had actually gone 4 forwards, I would have been just in front of my Y-Wings, and a 3 bank, or a 3 hard turn to the left with a bomb. Might have dropped a bomb directly on Vader, and possibly where Soontir is, depending on what type of bomb I dropped. That could have been great. It's not what I did.
Right.
It's not what I did. So here we go. That's a big kerblooey here. Oh no. 3 criticals. Oh my.
Yeah.
Pretty sure if any of those is a double damage, I'm out. Or a direct hit, I mean. Right? How many does the... It has
fire spray, what? Does it have 6 hull?
Yeah, and I think I have 5. So none of those are direct hits somehow. It's a miracle. It doesn't... I can't shoot anything with that fire spray, so it's a meaningless miracle, but it's
and my shuttle should hopefully take care of that.
Yeah.
And I still have a Palp to use.
Yeah.
If not, like, I could really boost the odds there.
The only really great thing that did for me, that you couldn't kill my fire spray this turn, is that shuttle had both of my Y-Wings in range, and it could have got a free shot off on a 1 agility Y-Wing.
Yep.
But if I lose the fire spray, I've lost the game.
Two Y-Wings is child's play for my undamaged team.
Even without the bombs, there's just no way I'm maneuverable enough to use the bombs effectively, and even with the bombs, there's no way I'm maneuverable enough to get them off effectively, and the aces will just spin circles around me all day. If I blew up Palpatine, that's like an option I could take, because Y-Wings are only more maneuverable than maybe one ship in the game. Well, the HWK-290, but they're also more maneuverable than the Lambda Shuttle. However, if I blow up the Lambda Shuttle, all I've done is I get rid of Palpatine, which he doesn't need. If the fire spray goes down, nothing can shoot down the aces anyway. And if I blow up the Palp Shuttle, that's only 29 of his points. That's the cheapest ship. I need to take out Vader and then half of the shuttle and survive with both Y-Wings to win.
Yeah, no, doesn't sound good, that's for sure. So not being able to get off some kind of bomb, was big bananas there.
That turn was really important for me to drop some of my bomb.
Soontir inching his way around everything. I was actually really proud of that dial selection again.
Yep.
I was just on it in terms of thinking about how things are moving this game here.
So I think you have Palp here to use, even if you well, it's gone now. So that's my fire spray out of the game, and that is pretty much that. I believe have an auto turret on one of my ships here, so I'm going to take a shot off on Vader at range 1.
So, yeah, these
2 hits there, just auto 2 hits on Vader. So that's great. If I can get some more moments like that with the aces, I'd be in a good place. The problem is there's just about no way for me to set up that positioning ever again.
Right.
So now if I got like a really lucky torpedo off on Vader with Drea, maybe I could blow him up. But with auto thrusters, if it's at range 3, no, he doesn't have auto thrusters. With just being at range 3 and having 4 dice and having Palpatine, the odds of me hitting Vader solidly with a torpedo, especially when guidance chips will not give me a critical but just a hit, it's not great.
Right.
I don't have great odds there.
Right.
I would need a critical for sure to go through. And I believe that my ship that has the auto turret on it is the same ship that has the torpedoes. So that's not very helpful either, because I need both of them for these aces.
Right. Oh, so that wasn't a bump stain.
That was not a bump stain. I dropped my bomb with Genius, the salvaged astromech droid, so I can drop the bomb after moving.
And this is where we were discussing that the bomb does in fact hit you as well.
Yeah. I read the bomb as range 1 being a single movement template, 1 movement template long. But what it is actually is it's range 1, like the range ruler, of course. Yeah. So what that means is I'm definitely within range 1 of that token. So I'm going to take a hit here. Really, still probably for the best, because I need to drop some of this ordnance and make use of it. And my Y-wings have the shields in the hull to spare, and taking down Palp would be it would still be helpful. And like, it's, again, we kind of discussed it wouldn't win me the game, but I got to take down something with those bombs. So I'm going to K-turn here, getting myself prepared to come back and have Vader in arc. Maybe I can target lock him next turn. Unfortunately, the way Matt positioned his Lambda shuttle was actually phenomenal, because he can pretty easily set me up for a bump next turn, so I can't get rid of my stress, and I get no action. The Y-wing's dial is so limited that there are very few green maneuvers I could take that are likely to get me away from where that Lambda could go. And I can't take a red, so I can't zoom past it at speed 4.
Yep, and and with my just a big ship advantage at this point, I just have no qualms about just turning both Vader and Soontir around, giving them no actions, just getting them ready to really tear these Y-wings apart for the rest of the game.
Lay on the hurt.
Yep.
So here we're checking some range.
Don't have my target lock, unfortunately, so this is
just a normal range 3 shot with 2 dice.
A doof shot that Vader's gonna throw.
Doof shot. That's the technical term for it in the Imperial Academy.
Looks like you rolled like okay. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe 2 eyes is actually what that is. That's because I didn't roll.
So that's must have been what it was. Soontir like blowing his nose on that Y-wing there.
Yeah, he's got focus. So that was just 3 straight up hits.
The range thing was green.
Matt likes to pretend the range ruler with the green side is a booger, and he hangs it from his nose, and he tells me to look at him. It's that kind of humor that keeps you all coming back.
That's right. Got that right.
So I'm trying to check here. I knew my Y-wing didn't have a shot, but I was just showing you all that it doesn't have a shot, because it's hard to see these things sometimes. Unfortunately, his Lambda does have a shot on me.
Yep.
So,
Lambda has a shot with your Y-wing. It was just too afraid to tell it before. Oh.
So, it takes there we go. It spent the target lock there that it had to get a good roll. And my Y-wing is now in trouble. I think both of my Y-wings are now shieldless. So they both only have 5 hull left. That's definitely scary in the sense that he can put on easy criticals, like with Vader, for example,
mm-hmm.
and Palpatine. Just easy criticals now on soft targets.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything to increase my agility. I have to get into range 1 if I can, because that auto turret has to shoot something if I plan to stay in the game, or I have to be able to target lock Vader and fire off a torpedo. But again, as we're going to see, there's really nothing I can do to get away from this Lambda. I just, really, what am I to do?
Nothing. That's the answer.
I can try something crafty here with my other Y-wing. I can do this nice 2 hard turn to try to get a bump scene on Soontir and survive one more turn with it.
Which only means he won't be able to attack Soontir with that Y-wing. So.
Yes. I was hoping to keep Vader in arc somehow. I was hoping maybe Vader turns in towards that Y. But it's not real likely that happens. And even if he did turn into that Y, he might be able to boost and barrel roll his way out of the range of fire.
Yep.
We, by the way, left that bomb marker there because the Lambda was on top of it, and we just left it there until we moved the Lambda again, so that we counted the explosion on both ships, but we just didn't want to have to pull the bomb token out at the correct time from under everything.
Yeah, we don't like pulling those.
No, we don't like pulling maneuver things out from under the ships if they don't have to be, because it's too easy to knock them around.
Yep.
So, yeah, here we go. This is where I want Vader. Unfortunately, my Y did bump. It got rid of its stress, but it does not get to target lock Vader like I needed it to. And it doesn't get to even take a focus for the shot that it's going to have to take.
But I'll target lock the Y.
Yeah, you'll target lock the... How generous of you. And now Vader has to decide, does he want to, boost out of the way, maybe? Or does he want to take a focus or take an evade?
Yeah, who knows? Vader's a man of mystery. So
you've got 3 agility and a palp to use, so it's not like you're likely to get hit if I get a good shot off with my 2 dice. Right. But at the same time... do you really want to risk that? And a focus could be used on the offense too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's all true.
It's a little bit hard to know what the very best play is. Mm-hmm. Would a barrel roll be better than a boost?
So what do I do? I just evade? Is that what that is? Yeah.
I mean, that's just a... Yes. I can shoot it with both my Y-wings now, but an evade means that one of my shots will be completely ineffective for sure, and the other shot, he has palp. So.
Yep. So that looks like a definite bump. Yep. Good as new, right there. Yeah, we fixed it.
We fix our bumps just right here at SummoNerds. But the bump did work like I was hoping, except for he does have a range 3 shot. Maybe maybe not. It's hard to see there.
I think I do.
We're about to watch what happens.
I'm pretty sure I just pointed.
That was a Vader shot.
That was a Vader shot. Yeah.
On nothing. So I just took 2 more criticals there. Yikes. So, yeah, here we go. Critical number 1 and 2. And now, I'm going to fire back. If I fire back, then that means Soontir did not have a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening. So Soontir didn't have a shot. I'm firing back with one of my Y-wings on Vader. I'm pointing which one's which. And then firing again. I didn't even make you use your token. It's not good for me. Token and palp.
Yep.
That's plenty enough.
Yep,
there's just nothing I can do about that. But I was proud of myself for setting this up the way I needed to. I blocked Soontir so we couldn't get a shot and saved my Y-wing from taking a shot, and had 2 shots on 1 ship. So all of those things were great, except for the fact that your Lambda was so perfect in bumping my Y and preventing the torpedo that actually might have killed Vader if I'd had him in arc. If I'd been able to target lock him, I don't know that you could have boost barrel rolled out from if I was far enough away, and I might have been able to just take a wild shot at Vader with a torpedo. You could have just focus evaded, and the torpedo might not have done anything. But it was my only chance to go for that maneuver. So. So he's doing a 0 stress move.
That's a zero Stein.
I think I'm going to go for 3 forward. No, 2 turn. There we go. 2 bank.
So did clear the shuttle that time.
Yep. And now, because I was anticipating maybe a move like just a bump or like a 0. And this way, I'm thinking Vader probably sticks around in between these two Ys. He's probably in range of my brown Y there, my Syndicate Thug, with his normal arc. And if Drea gets a shot, it's very possible she gets auto turret to shoot. The trick here will be surviving Soontir's range 1 volley of death with Palpatine aiding. And now Vader is apparently at range 1.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Vader would not go for that, would go for more straight towards where I was, assuming that the shuttle would have it and that somehow you'd not be able to barrel roll around like a rock or something and be stuck. None of that happened.
So this is looking like certain death for that Y-wing for sure.
Let's see, you got 3 hits and 1
Also,
miss.
I think it's important to note that I haven't been taking advantage of my Predator again.
Yeah. So easy to forget.
I'm just not using that great thing that just allows me to re-roll dice.
Well, Soontir just whooped that Y-wing, so that's all that matters there.
Yeah.
And I think I might take a shot on Vader here, but pretty quickly I'm just going to call this game because at this point it's just I've lost for sure. Even the craziest dice comeback would just make me feel gross at this point. So Matt definitely outplayed me. I made some bad mistakes in the beginning. But for your benefit, we air all of our dirty laundry.
Yeah.
We show you everything that we wish
even if
see.
You wish you didn't. Yeah.
Like, we wish we didn't see it. So yep.
Show us that.
Yes. There it was. Compulsive. We can't help you.
But again, I was very happy with that game.
Yeah. He
from
flew
my
great.
perspective, I learned a few things with Soontir, what not to do, what to do.
You avoided bumps much better. You
Yep.
created some new ones yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you did a good job of bumping with your Lambda while steering clear with your Aces for the most part.
Right.
That was very good. Keeping them around range 2 or 1. At 3 in the opening engagement, which was critical. He stayed range 3 in the opening engagement with the Aces, which I think is like a almost mandatory move, especially with Soontir with Autothrusters. And then he zoomed into a range 1 engagement and just ripped apart my bigger ships with his higher pilot skill attacks after having softened them up on that initial turn. So, lessons learned here. Matt got a lot better at Aces, and I need to... I'm showing Matt the size of the bomb token that I could have maybe dropped earlier. But...
Yeah, it was a shame we didn't get to see any of the bombs from the big banana.
Not from the big guy. He had a Conner net and a proximity mine and something else that's in the description, because all the shipbuilds are in the description again, as they always will be. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen the bombs go off more. Someday I'm going to try some more bomb-specific builds. I think that bombs actually have a potential really cool place in the meta because they are so powerful when they go off, and they don't cost an attack. So if you restructure the way you think about the game to be about dropping bombs and getting arcs for attacks, as opposed to how we typically think about the game, there's my guy falling down just like in the real game. If you restructure the way you think about the game, it's possible that... Yeah, there's gosh, that's what I had in that ship. Giant bombs.
Like I'm kind of the bomb too, so but you don't necessarily want to drop
the bomb.
me.
The bomb blew up. I don't know. Screw it.
There were a lot of bombs in this game, but hardly any.
There were some F-bombs being dropped behind the scenes.
different types.
Very
of
different bombs. But I did actually think that with a paradigm shift in how I play the game, bombs could be like a really effective tool. I just didn't do very well on my first flight with them. Maybe in the future.
Yeah, but they look good right now. I mean,
they look pretty. Look at those tokens.
Look at all those bombs. There's me and those 3 bombs just bombing out.
I was trying to figure out what that purple thing on the floor was. It was my cup. I left my drinking glass on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Yep. But yeah, that's. I think that's about all we have. We're going to go over a couple key plays here in just a second, and kind of give you guys an overview of those couple turns that were the most important. It really was all about the initial engagements, I think, in this game. I think that's what set the tone for the whole thing. Because I mean, you blew up what is the exact stats of the fire spray. Is it 6 hull, 4 shields?
I believe that's correct. 3 attack, 2 agility.
6 hull, 4 shields, I'm pretty sure.
Those are all the stats a ship has.
Yes. Yeah. And the pilot skill, which I think was like kind of lower. What's important about the 6 hull, 4 shields here was that Matt ripped through 10 life with 2 agility, no less. 2 agility, and he tore through that in 2 turns.
Yep.
That was crazy.
It is amazing how you think just 10 overall health is going to last a while, but it's not
against these aces with Palp. I mean, gosh, and the advanced targeting computer on Vader is just hits all day.
Yeah, it's like
hits on hits on hits.
That's what I was going to say. Took the words right out of my mouth, and I'm glad you did. So I didn't have to say them.
Because you didn't have to sound dumb. But yeah, this opening engagement was really terrible for me. Not having an arc on Vader, him having an arc on me, both your guys being at good range to hit me, and Soontir being at range 3 was beautiful.
Look at him. He's nice and red.
And this position set me up badly for the next turn because I couldn't move things in exactly the way I wanted to. Again, if I'd gone 4 forward right here, it really would have helped me. But even still, just the fact that I had to bank my fire spray meant that this turn had to be awkward. It meant I only had one way to move my fire spray, and not that I moved him that way, but I really limited myself in my approach. I should have been more careful of that asteroid, and I think that lone mistake could be a major contributing factor in the game. So be careful, young X-Wing flyers. Watch this cautionary tale of me getting all screwed up. So this, bumping there was that was game, I think.
Yeah. Yep, that was the...
Y-Wings are great, even against aces, but only if there's other things to distract the aces, and there I can bump on things like crazy. But not being able to fight those aces off with anything other than Y-Wings was just killer.
Yep.
So thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, till next time.
SummoNerds out.